Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Stevick-Rust. As a clinical health psychologist, I certainly appreciate the importance of good nutrition and the effect it has both on our body and our mind. So I invited celebrity chef Jason Roberts to prepare some quick, healthy, efficient meals for our seniors. Everybody doesn't mind me sharing the ages because I think it's an incredible thing.
20, 21,
Right,
23,
right,
22.
Right? I have my grandmother here who's 103, will be 103 in May.
Wow.
In our audience, we also have 100, 91, 80-year-olds, and a few 70-year-olds. Well, he whipped up 3 recipes from his new cookbook, Good Food Fast. We had the opportunity to talk about techniques and strategies to make cooking easier as we age.
I thought these were accessible, fun, easy, and certainly something you could get through.
First, make changes to your cooking techniques. Let's face it, as we age, things can become much more difficult, but making a few key changes to how you prep in the kitchen can make all the difference.
I found I was getting arthritic issues when I was 22. I can only imagine that as you get older, it gets harder to, to cut certain things like a pumpkin or a squash or shave fennel or hold a heavy pan. Most of the time now you can buy ingredients. If you're not able to cut certain things, you can buy those things pre-cut for you at the supermarket. And maybe a recipe says finely dice the onions for a soup and you're going to puree it anyway. You don't really have to finely cut them because it's going to be blended in the food processor anyway.
Second, soups can be your friend. Eating soups and liquid-based dishes can help prevent dehydration.
You know, the nice thing about soup though is that you add all this liquid to it and you just let it boil away till it's soft and then you puree it. Soup is definitely one of those things you could take any ingredient and make soup into. So I find this is just a good way to use up your leftovers and definitely something that keeps, freezes well, and always a great last-minute meal if you make enough ahead.
Mm-hmm. And it keeps, with all of the liquid in it, it keeps us hydrated. And again, another issue we know with aging.
Yeah.
We tend to lose a lot of our fluid. We get dehydrated long before we ever feel a sense of thirst.
Yep.
And so using the liquid-based recipes like soup is another great way for seniors to stay hydrated. Not only that, soups are nutritious and easy meals to prepare. And investing in a good food processor can cut down on preparation time and make cooking easier. Third, use herbs and spices for flavor. As we age, our taste buds dull, but there's a better way to bring flavor back into a dish than simply adding more salt.
I find in America, in my travels, everything's actually quite heavily salted. And I find you can use a lot less salt when you have salad like this because it's punchy and it gives that. In the same way we added that little puree on top of the soup, you don't need to add all this additional salt.
Instead, use herbs and fresh flavors to spice up your meal and spice up your appetite as well. For the best flavor, dried herbs should be used early in the cooking process and fresh herbs thrown in just at the very end.
So we want the nuts to say,
I'm here.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here.
I was thinking you're right. I want the nuts to stay present in this sauce, but you're saying I'm here.
Yeah.
You got it. So then the parsley, I like to keep the parsley whole. Just trim it a little bit. It's almost like a spinach leaf. It just has a lot of flavor to it. Just slide the fish off the bag onto a plate, and then that's pretty much it. Bon appetit.
This is the best fish I ever had.
Ah, and it only took 103 years to get it.
Right. For more health tips or recipes from celebrity chef Jason Roberts' new cookbook, Good Food Fast, find me at drlori.net.